have you been to RonaMatters.com today? What is it with these new Chris Brown Rihanna remixes? Chris Brown was like, what, he wanna give it to her in the worst way. He missed it. He wanna do something like some rice cakes, and she's like, if you're not a motherfucking afraid to show it, put a bow, light some candles, and wrap it up while she take the bow off. And yes, she'll show off. And I was like, oh my god, I cannot deal. I cannot like. Uh, oh no. Birthday Cake remix with Chris Brown and Rihanna. Of course, it's up on RunnerMatters.com, but I just don't know what to say. Like, I'm so speechless. I'm always like, my initial reaction to anything, I'm always gonna be speechless. Because people these days, they just really push the boundaries. And I know people are like, oh, Rihanna should work with Chris Brown because he beat her 3 years ago, and clearly she's over it, he's over it. Ike went back to Tina, Yvette went back to Jody. I mean, history repeats itself. I mean, in 10 years from now, we're still gonna be wearing flare jeans and motherfucking tube tops like they did back in the 70s. So I mean, history just repeats itself. They've gotten over it. I mean, like they're in. How do you have a long career and you're basing your whole career of how you can avoid someone and how to not talk about someone? This is not how you base your career. And then Rihanna is on the new "Turn Up the Music" remix, and that was even more. Okay, if anything, I like the Chris Brown was okay on Rihanna's remix, but Rihanna just seemed like she didn't belong. It just if there was a Rihanna song like all the way turned up the music, it would have been really cute. But I just really wasn't feeling her on his song, and they changed the whole chorus. I mean the second verse, and then they changed the bridge of this song, and it just Birthday Cake remix plus one, and the Turn Up the Music remix with Chris Brown and Rihanna. I don't know. And I'm just like, how do I look back 15 years from now like, oh my god, I could still play this song and I'm like 45. I'm just like, thank God that they're both like in their early 20s and they can both like make music for fun because clearly that's all she's doing. Yeah, so that's my review on that. I know y'all are here for that. I'm so tipsy right now. It's 1:23 a.m. I watched Drag Race, Basketball Wives, listen to the songs with one of my friends. I was like, okay, friend, you can leave now. I got a video to record so I can go to bed. It's Monday. I'm tired. It's Monday. He's like, no, you should come shoot pool with us. And so I went to shoot pool, drank. We had like 3, 4 pictures. So yeah, I'm really like tipsy. So I'm going to do these 3 things. The Chris Brown Rihanna, Basketball Wives premiere, and Drag Race. If I leave something out, hold me to it. I'm gonna have to come back and record another video. But yeah, the whole Chris Brown situation. Of course, he's been going through with Miranda Lambert, some girl who's married to some man who's on The Voice. And I was like, this man has put out 8 Grammys before he's been Grammy nominated, and because he's on The Voice, he just got popular. So yeah, let's focus on that. And you're his wife, okay? So we barely know who he is. Who the fuck are you? And Chris Brown tweeted, yeah, use my name for publicity. Get what you need. And I was like, he read this bitch to bits, and she's on all over the internet holding up posters talking about, take that Chris Brown, or listen up Chris Brown. So I'm like, girl, let's look at your roots. Let's talk about that, okay? Bitch, you clearly couch and puss and get a whole weight loss plan. Let's talk about that. There's some of the things that you need to worry about your own husband's career, why he's put out 8 albums before he's gotten Grammy nominated. Those are the types of things you need to be focused on, instead of what Chris Brown is doing with Rihanna. And then there was this weekend I saw that they was like, oh my god, since it's been confirmed Chris Brown is on the remix, Rihanna's like fearing backlash and not gonna put it out. And I'm just like, Rihanna clearly, when has Rihanna even fucking cared about if she put a tampon on when she was on her period? What the fuck do you think she cares about what your opinion is of her music career? Rihanna is the rebel. She's sitting over in Hawaii smoking blunts. She's like, fuck my Nivea campaign. Fuck this coconut water campaign. I can't think of the name of the company right now. She's like, fuck all of my endorsements. I'm gonna sit right here on this island and smoke motherfucking weed, bitch. Cause I'm from Barbados, and that's what island people do. We get high, okay? Yeah, so the whole Chris Brown Rihanna situation, they're both moved past it. You need to move past it. Enjoy the music. I think that's one of the main reasons why Rihanna and Chris Brown both decided to do it, because they're like, bitch, this is 2012. If the world's finna end, Oh, there's something that came up in pool tonight. They were like, "So you talked about your boyfriend troubles, and I talked about my boyfriend troubles. What about this bitch over here?" And then the whole attention is on me, and I'm just like, "But I'm celibate. Nobody wants to actually date the celibate person. It's 2012. If the world's finna end, bitch, I'm gonna go out with a good nut. Okay, I'm gonna get me some good, and go out with a bang, literally." So I just told my friend after I was like, "I really don't appreciate you putting the spotlight on me. I don't have a sex life to talk about because I'm celibate." But anyway, moving on from that, let's talk about Basketball Wives briefly because the first 30 minutes, of course, were completely missed because Chris Brown and Rihanna had just debuted both of the new songs. I had to try to listen to the songs, listen to them 2 or 3 times, then get them posted on the site, and still try to be objective without giving an opinion because I want to say my opinion for YouTube. And of course, I want to listen to it like a few more times. So I was like, oh. But yeah, so, but really the first 30 minutes were a bore because the Royce is sitting up talking about some. Oh yeah, here goes the new girl, Kenya. What was the new girl's names? Kenya Michelle, Kenya and something. I'm like, girl, this sounds like KP and Amber, girl. They finna come out with Short Swing My Way on the remix, invented what Twitter.com/Ronald Matters. Follow me on Twitter at Ronald Matters. Cause I tweet during the show, and you should watch what I tweet because I always forget, and plus it's 2 o'clock in the morning I'm drunk. But whatever. Mm. Oh, then I tweeted through Drag Race, so I really have some scrolling down to do. But their names are Kenya and something. Kenya and what? I feel so bad because I'm taking up all this video time and I don't know what their names were. And it's not even my birthday. But you want to put your name on it. Ow. Oh, Tammy Roman is coming out with some "That Could Get You Popped" t-shirts. I'm like, oh my god, Tammy needs to come out because like, I didn't really buy those Evelyn shirts, but I would so buy a "That Could Get You Popped" t-shirt. Come on, Tammy. What were their names? Oh, then they had met Tammy. They were like, not they met Tammy. They met Jennifer. And they were like Jennifer was bougie. No, I want to talk about how Royce, the other girl, had met like how is Royce bringing people into the circle? She's like, oh yeah, she's a dancer and she was engaged to some baller for 6 years. Which if he was engaged for 6 years and he didn't put a ring on it, and she was Latino, I was like, girl, what? I thought Mexicans had good pussy. Mexican families be running around with 10, 12 kids in caravans and on 4 flats and shit. I was like, I can't really deal. Um, and then the other girl, the black girl, the dark girl, they were like, oh my god, that was so racist. And I'm black, but whatever. Um, from watching the super trailer, like the 4 minute long trailer of this season, she's gonna be really weird. She's gonna be really weird. And then like, doesn't she cross Tammy and Tammy goes up on her like, bitch? No, that was the mixing. She's like, bitch, 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 bitch. And she's like, please don't call me a bitch. Oh my god, the little Mexican girl. Bitch, you don't want to with Tammy Roman. Team Tammy, we do not play. What's that bitch Twitter? And then Mika updating on her Twitter some, oh, I'm out handling business. I'm gonna have to watch the episode later. Bitch, your cable disconnected. You just spent all your money from VH1 last season, and you ain't even fucking got cable no more. You owe DirecTV money, so you definitely ain't got no motherfucking satellite. Mika, bye, girl. Ain't nobody here for you. And then Jennifer, said, I don't know what Evelyn's problem is. Like, if I said something, bitch, you always said something. You always run your mouth. This is the fucking problem. Jennifer's always on her mouth. Then she want to act like she don't know what's going on. And then so Evelyn is like sitting here questioning her, and she was like, I didn't even publish those blogs, my publicist did. And then Sam's like, well, bitch, if your publicist is publishing in your honor and you don't agree with the shit, then clearly need to fire this bitch, or y'all need to have a come to Jesus about what the fuck. You need to be posting on JenniferWilliams.com about me and what I represent, because clearly I don't represent this shit that you got going on. But Jennifer was sitting up, had an interview with Sister to Sister, had an interview with my cousin Ray Ray, and was all over the internet and talking shit about Evelyn and her relationship. And Evelyn was right. I really don't like Evelyn. Because I just feel like the fame has gone to her head. It's like she's like the Nene Leakes of like the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Evelyn is the one where the fame has gone to her head. She's just... and I don't like people to do that. If I ever become famous or hit it big, please link back to this video and remind me to stay humble, because I can't deal. So Evelyn's like, take your crocodile tears and go cry to your publicist. The bitch who got a voice for you because, bitch, obviously you don't have one this argument. And I agree. Now, as far as Tammy goes, Tammy wanted to reconcile. People saying Tammy were being missed, and I was like, how was Tammy being missed? Okay, look, as far as the new girls talking to Jennifer, she was kind of missed because she was like, what the new girl said about this about you, Jennifer. She was kind of messy in that situation, but she was just spilling tea with her friends and having fun. And I don't know why the fuck Susie is still on the show. And during the whole argument with, I can't believe my camera cut off. It said memory full. Sorry, but during the whole argument with Evelyn and Jennifer, Shawnee just sat there and did nothing. I was like, she's definitely playing her Mona Scott from Love and Hip Hop. Because all Evelyn does, I mean, Shawnee does just sit there, and people are not here for that. Don't really care for it. Shawnee could have stayed behind the camera. Shawnee could have, like, why was Susie even there for the whole Jennifer Evelyn thing? I was like, I didn't understand that. That went off, and then RuPaul's Drag Race came on. My favorite, of course, is Latrice Royale, and when she made her statement, she was like, "We all fall down, but when you get back up, bitch, you better be sickening, sickening, and make them eat it." I was like, I got all of my life from Latrice Royale tonight. Madame LaCroix decided to give Kenya Michaels the butch role, knowing damn well that Kenya Michaels ain't got a butch bone in her body. I don't even know why. It was for shame because remember last week when Kenya Michaels when Madame tried to give a high five and then she was like, "Girl, I didn't pick this bitch because I didn't want her on my team." Fifi O'Hara and Sharon Needles confronted each other. My memory's starting to get bland. And Fifi O'Hara said, "Bitch, get the fuck out of my face. You said to talk about me behind my back when I'm the one who told you to do this style of character, and clearly you won. So I made the right decision for you. So what are you over here? Why were you pressed? And I didn't appreciate that you said what you said about me, that I wasn't a good leader in front of RuPaul, making me look bad. Do I agree with Sharon or do I agree? At the time, it came off the way Fifi came off, but she had the best of intentions. So, but and then Sharon had the best of intentions when she came back over to bring it up to say that, okay, I did say this about you, but I want to confess it. So I don't know whose team should I be on. I don't really know. I want to say I'm team Fifi, cause sometimes love can be tough, but you have the best of intentions, but you just have to come off tough with it so the person can know that this is what you need to do. And now Sharon Needles, she knows she can't just do the spooky look. I mean, she's all over the RuPaul Drag Race promos with this spooky look. But so as we go through the season, we really see that she doesn't do the spooky look every week on runway, because she knows now that like I have to show that there's more. My character is more dynamic, and Sharon Needles is more than just a spooky character. And I think that in the end, by the end of this season, or maybe at the reunion, Sharon Needles will come back and apologize to Fifi O'Hara and show appreciation that like what you said and what you did actually helped me take my character to the next level or evolve or grow, whatever I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say at this moment. But my top looks, was it just me because I really thought Madame LaQueer was gonna win, even though Dita Ritz looked cute in that sweater and the cropped pants and all that, and then Malone was giving Kelly Rowland tees, Donna Summer in her little dress with the knee-high boots. I get all my life from that. And on the runway looks, I get all of my life when RuPaul introduces Malone. He says, what is it? Paris, Brazil, Milan, or whatever. What does he say when I love when he introduces her. Kenya Michael was fabulous on the runway. Fabulous. And when it comes to Dita Ritz, I think they should have told Dita Ritz the first episode that like her look, what she did to Carrie Bradshaw, that she looked a mess and she needed to lotion up and get that walk together, because now she feels like, but I've done this like 3 or 4 episodes now. Why are they talking about just now telling me like my wigs are too little and like I need lotion for my legs? So I really think Michelle should have went ahead in the first episode when she came up with it. No, that was last week when Dita Ritz came out with that little bob that was like to right here, and I'm like, you're a drag queen. Manila Luzon had wigs out to here. Tyra Sanchez had wigs after here, and God don't let me get on Chanel from season one because this bitch had wigs up to the roof. So like, why are you coming up with these little bitty? I mean, shorter than the Rihanna vibe. It was so little. Like her jawline is too big for that. Maybe Didi Rich need a new drag mother or something. And her makeup, I don't know. But even though I love Latrice Royale, her makeup is starting to come off a little orange. She tries to paint her face a little bit too white for her neck and for the rest of her body. So I don't know. I guess I have to deal with that as well. If I forget a runway look, I liked Milan's runway look. She always bring theater, and what was up with her doing the swiffer across the stage? Just what what did Gigli Caliente say about the Pointer Sisters? But damn, McQueen was just pointing. But is it really a compliment to Milan when she was scooting across stage, took her wig off, took her clothes off, took the shoes off? Why do they do that? I'm just like, you're supposed to be trying to emulate a woman. Why are you taking your wig off and your shoes? Okay, it's okay to take your clothes off because women get naked. But you know, I don't know, but that's my review of everything this week. I've got to try to combine these videos together now since my memory was full and blah, blah, excuses. But yeah, follow me on Twitter at Ronald Matters. Check out RonaldMatters.com. Add me on Facebook, facebook.com/Ronald Matters. Thumbs up this video if you liked it. If this is your first time watching me and you like what you see, click the subscribe button up top. Leave me comments. Tell me how you feel about Basketball Wives. What do you think? Was Jennifer right to like have her publicist publish all those things? Was Evelyn right with saying, I'm sick of you talking about me behind my back? And like, you know, and all because I just feel like ugh, Jennifer should, like, since they're both celebrities, when it comes to Evelyn's business, you shouldn't say anything. If you're not saying, oh my God, this is the best thing since hot sauce, you know, you should just keep it to yourself. Or if someone says, how do you feel about Chad, Ochocinco, and Evelyn? You say, oh, they're great. I'm really happy for my friend. I'm glad that she's found love. And you know, you just move on from the situation. You shouldn't say, how do you feel about that? What's your take on that? Was Tammy really messy? Because people are saying Tammy was really messy this episode. And I just don't feel she was partially messy when it comes to business with the new girls. But she technically, as an established member of the circle, Tammy can talk about the other girls. So was she really being messy? She was talking to the other girls in the, I don't know. RuPaul's Drag Race, what are your thoughts on the episode? Was Fifi O'Hara right for going off on Sharon Needles? What did you feel about the runway? Did the person who went home deserve to go home? Tell me how you feel. I've got to get the episodes of both shows posted on RunnerMatters.com. They should be about later today. Again, thumbs up this video if you like this. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. There's everything I think I have to promote. And bye.